Hello! Welcome to today's live stream. I'm Rachel Archelaus. I am the founder of the Intuitive Art Academy, and today's a really, really special day because we're doing readings for you, but also, ta-da! Our new Intuitive Art Oracle deck is here, and it's so darn cute that we're going to use it to do readings for you. So it comes in this really cool pouch that you can use for anything you want, but it does fit the deck really nicely. You can also put a little pen in there if you want. A regular size pen fits. But your deck fits there too. So I'm going to use this today to do readings for you. And it's going to be a great, great day. So hi, Katarina. Hi, Guillaume. Hello, everyone else who is joining us on the replay and live. I would love to hear from you. Say hello. And if you've not been to a reading live stream before, this is how it works. You can put your question in the chat and I will do a reading for you. And then once we've gone through everyone's question, you can put another question in the chat and get another reading. So it's going to be really fun today. If you would like to purchase the Intuitive Art Oracle deck, you can now do so. And I put a link in the description box of the video. There's even free shipping today. So free shipping to the US. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it for the whole world because you know how it goes. It's just so expensive. But the whole store for the US has a free shipping option. So your entire order can ship free today if you'd like to order more things. And I'm so excited. I actually have them in my possession. Everything in the store, except for the sweatshirts, comes from me. I will pack it. I will ship it out to you. I'll include a little note of thanks for your support. And then if you want to support the channel, whatever we're doing here in any other way, you can like this video. You can share it. You can give us a super thanks. Do whatever you like. I am just so glad that you're here. So why don't we get into it? I will give you some time to put your question together, and I'll introduce our crew today. Carrie is on vacation, like I said, but we have Twink, who is near and dear to my heart. If you guys don't know, he was a character, or I don't know, a character on Rainbow Bright when I was a little kid, and I dressed up as Twink as my second Halloween costume. Tiny little Rachel in a Twink costume. It was so cute. And here are some flowers from my garden. Hi, Norman. Oh my gosh, I love you so much. And we have our first question. So, hi. I'm going to get to it. Okay. Okay, Norman, I love your question so much. Looks like we are in ET disclosure mode, huh? Loving it. Love you. You know, Norman, I'm so out of the loop. I don't even know. Like, if you're referring to like some big event or something that happened, I don't even have a clue. So I feel like in this case, we might want to ask Intimate Alien. I'll ask the cards first because that's why we're here, sort of. But then I'll ask Intimate Alien, and she'll probably have a really fun answer. So let's see. I know you're not asking a question, really, but let's see what the cards have to say about ET disclosure. And I'm sitting like this so I can actually put them out here and you can see them. So I'm just going to shuffle for a second. So what about this ET disclosure is what I'm going to ask. So what about this situation right now with ET disclosure? All right, so we're just, whoa, we got all textures. That is so cool. So I know you can't really see that well, but you know, the TV snow texture, for me, this is how I see energy. And so thick energy here, right? Lots of new information coming in, lots of heightened heartbeats, right? When I first saw ETs in the flesh, I was bonkers scared. My heart was going like this, even though they were just wishing me love. They were there to help me. It was a terrifying experience. So I imagine this is like what a lot of people experience when they're experiencing ETs for the first time. Thought bubble, right? Like thoughts, what's going on, what's happening. Telepathy, they are trying to communicate with us telepathically. And so they're doing our best. But if we're too scared, we're not going to be able to hear it. And then, right, one thing leads to another. One thing leads to another, which I know is where you are, Norman. Like you're already on this train. You're already comfortable with this. And so you're just watching things unfold, right? So yeah, that's pretty cool. I think people are going to need a lot of support through this experience. I know I would have. And so I think the more we talk about it, the more we're open about ETs being here and just being a regular part of life, the better. And people will feel more comfortable talking about their experiences. So if you have like something that I should know about, like let me know in the chat. Like Rachel, you missed this. How could you miss this? Hi, Badil. All right, but I am going to talk to Intimate Alien because she's so excited about everything happening on Earth. And of course, she's an ET that visits Earth through me, but still, she has a very strong presence. So, Intimate Alien, what's up with this ET disclosure thing, huh? Oh, yes, 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 yes. We are so here. We have been here. We have been here for such a long time. Before you were here, we were here. But you decided you wanted some space. And now you are just overwhelmingly asking us back. You are asking us in. You are asking us to reveal ourselves. So we are. So it will be much more common for you. Things are happening already. And just keep your eyes peeled up and peeled around you because we are everywhere and we are just wishing you so much love and joy. Okay. Thank you, Intimate Alien. All right. Thank you, Norman, for your amazing kickoff. I absolutely love you. Okay. Katerina, hello. Any specific message from my spirit guides and or angels also on who they are? I am new to this concept. They finally got through to me about 2 months ago. Cool. So I love that this year we are so much more in our allowing, and we're just being swept up by this energy of love that has began to crystallize even more on this planet. And so things are getting easier. And like you're saying, they finally got through to you. So I'm so excited about that. I love spirit guides and angels. And so let's see what they have to say to you. So I'm just going to ask both of them, what is their combined message to you? Okay. All right. Ooh, well, we have here we go. Okay. So, your question is blocking. Whoop. It's a moving. There we go. Okay. So this is a grounded action color. So grounded action is like doing the things that make you feel good, like going for a walk, being in nature, starting a project that you've had some energy build up for. This is a spiritual truth color. So you're ready to start acting on that truth that you have, the values that you have. They're ready to be expressed into the world. And this is my wealth and ease color, which is so good. So, along with this love being crystallized more on the planet this year and allowing ourselves to receive more easily, abundance is coming with that. So, if you can live in an aligned way and act on your spiritual truth, you'll find a lot more abundance this year than ever before because we've cleaned out the pipes so much. All the no, not all the a lot of the resistance is leaving us because we are getting pushed up the vibrational scale. And so this is just seeing it. So that you might not have your beliefs up to speed about that yet, right? You might still have a lot of doubt, you might have fear, you might have a lot of other people's thoughts in your head. And so you need to build the muscle of seeing that as a possibility. I can be supported by doing the things that are in alignment with me, right? That's a really good mantra for you. And so if you can get on board with that, right? Your guides, your angels are already on board. Your higher self already on board with that. Every one of those spirits, those beings, that energy is seeing this as real for you, as true for you. So if you join them and get on board with that vision, it's going to come together really easily. So that's a great message. That's a great message for everyone here. So that's awesome. Thank you so much for asking about that. Okay. I don't know if I already said hi to you, Badil, but hello. So glad you're here. All right. So Dottie, hello, of See Your Soul Studio. That's a wonderful name. Would love a reading about my love life and business, if possible. Well, I can do one at a time, or I can do them combined. But you know what? I'll do your love life and then ask again about your business, because then it'll make more sense for you. The more specific you are, the more it'll make sense. So, but I usually have time to do 2 questions per person. So once everyone has a reading, just ask it again, and I would be happy to do your business for you. Okay, so what about your love life, Dottie? Just gonna shuffle. And hide your question so you can see. Oh, look at that. Look, you saw me shuffle. You saw me cut the deck. I love it when this happens. This actually happened to me 2 weeks ago, and it was so perfect. It gave me chills. Like, I took a picture of it and I saved it because it's so cool when this happens. So same thing for you, right? See what you want to see. See what you want to have happen for you. What do you want your love life to look like? How does it feel? Who is there, right? Maybe not specifically one person, but what are the qualities of the person that is there? How do you feel in their presence? Make the vision, and then wealth and ease, right? Include those vibrations, right? I remember the first time I dated a guy who had a job, like a real job, like a career. And I sort of felt like, yeah, whatever. I'll date the guys who don't have a job. And this was a really long time ago. I'll date the guy with a job. Like, it doesn't really make a difference. But then my boss at the time told me, like, you want someone who can take care of themselves. You want someone who's like are stable and has, an income. I was like, yeah, you're probably right. So see that is part of it. See wealth and ease in you and being able to sustain yourself and in the other person. Your spiritual truth is important too. Your love life upholds your own values. You can be fully you and fully present in your love life, right? You get to be your whole person. There's nothing you can't tell this other person. And even your friends, like your friend group, right? Your entire love life, all of the things that you love. And then grounded action. What do you want to do? Where do you want to meet people, right? Maybe it's walking on the beach, right? If you're near the sea, it's picking up shells, it's going to lunch, it's going hiking. So for you, right, that's your equation. Have the vision, practice the vibrations of what you want, and go and do something. You'll get inspired action on what to do as well. Thank you for your question. Okay. Okay, so we have an update from Norman about the ET disclosure. He says, yeah, lots of high-ranking military people are saying that America 100% have recovered alien ships and beings. They were cleared to say this. Oh, that just warms my heart, you know, because as someone who grew up not having any idea about aliens, you know, I just knew what I saw on television, and I never watched movies or anything about ETs. I didn't even see the movie ET when I was a kid. I felt I had no connection at all to ETs, and then come to find out, I sort of do. They're always here. They're, you know, like they're also a part of this planet. And I love that we're being allowed on such a grand scale to admit that. It's just wonderful. So thank you for sharing that. He also says the mainstream media even picked up on it, and it's the latest buzz in the collective. I love that. Thank you. Okay, Bodil. So good to see you. What is hindering my online course to sell? Well, since I know you and I know I can give you a little bit of truth, I will do the reading. But first of all, we are attractive beings, right? We live in an attractive universe. We are the creators. And so how are you feeling about it? Are you pre-paving sales? Are you feeling abundant? Is it feeling easy? Are you feeling like, of course, people are going to buy my course? It's absolutely amazing. And there are people who, I think you've sold at least a couple, I know. How are they liking it? Have they gotten on about it? How did you feel while you were creating it, right? So are you seeing that? Do you have the vision of it selling, or does it feel resistant? Does it feel hard? Are you focusing more on it not selling than on it actually selling? So I know it can be really nuanced to get on the right side of that. But really, what's hindering anything? It's always us. We're the only things that can hinder anything. So I know you, so I know you can take that. But let's ask a better question, because it doesn't matter what's hindering it. It's how can we get it to sell, right? So how can this course sell easily on its own? How can this course sell easily on its own? All right. We are going here. Let me move your question. Oh, nice. Oh, I picked 2 here. All right. And it seems like I'm just doing 4 cards for everyone, but you do whatever your hand wants you to do. You know, you can do a reading that's like overlapping each other. You can do 1 card, you can do 7. It's really the same as doing an intuitive art drawing. You just let your hands do the work. Okay, so this is one of my favorite textures because I am all over the place. I like to do a million different things in a day. And this is saying like do everything. Do whatever is calling to you. Like everything is going to work out. It's not going to be linear, right? These are all tiny little events. And so don't look for a linear path. Okay. So this is how to get your course to sell easily, right? Don't focus solely on the course, right? There's not one thing here. There's go about your day, do your thing. All right. Then this color, this is, it's like spiritual alignment, right? It's like a bluey kind of purple. And what that really means is what we were sort of talking about before. How do you feel about it? Is this course in spiritual alignment with you? And if it's not, find the alignment, right? I created this because I created this for women who, right? Just because I know you created it for women. What is the why? Focus on the why. Okay. Simon Sinek. He wrote a book about that, which I'm sure you've probably read. And then we have charcoal, deep, deep, deep charcoal, basically black, which is focus, right? So even though you're not altering your day, you're doing everything that you're inspired to do in your day, right? You're reconnecting with your why, and then you're focusing and daydreaming, okay? So you're pre-paving and you're just focusing on what you want, right? Focus on your why, which will replace the need to focus on why it's not selling. And then daydream about the transformation that people are going to receive when they take your course. So try to get the sales out of the way, because money can muck stuff up. We often have a lot of resistance around money and sales. But if you can focus on the why and daydream about all the wonderful things that are going to come out of people taking this course, right? What is the butterfly effect of this? That is where the power is right now. And that can help you turn the ship around a bit. Okay, hope that's helpful. Thank you for asking a question. Okay. Hi, Kathy. It's so good to see you. Carrie is on vacation this week, but I'm here. All right. Badil, we will get to your second question when we have second questions, and maybe we do already. Guillaume, hello. Okay. I have a desire to sell a lot of my fictional ebooks, and I have sold a few already. That's incredible. What is the best way to achieve this, and am I blocked? Well, Guillaume, we're never blocked. A block is really just momentum in a direction that's not helping us. So it can feel really stuck. It can feel like it's important or it's real, right? And it is, because there's some gravity to our way of thinking that's preventing us from having what we want, but we're never really stuck, because like stuckness is just like, okay, so I have resistance and I'm looking at the resistance. I'm looking at the thing that's not helping me. Right? And there's some gravity. So I'm going to want to look here. It's going to feel comfortable to look here in a way. But all we need to do to change our circumstances, our reality, whatever's going on out there, is to look away from the resistance. That's it. Right? And there's a whole world to look at. Right? The resistance is actually really small and concentrated. Right? But if we can look in any other direction whatsoever for a good amount of time, forget about the resistance if we can, that's all it takes to get unstuck. So I know it seems really complicated, but it's not that complicated. If we feel stuck in an area, go do something else. Think about something else. Meditate to sort of chop that resistance into pieces, and that will help you a lot. Of course, we don't want to just look at other resistance. We want to look at something that's more uplifting. But let's get a reading on how to sell more books. Okay, you know what? I'll even shuffle here so you get to see some more of the cards. You don't need to close your eyes when you shuffle. I guess I'm just used to doing intuitive art where, like, when you're drawing, you have your eyes closed. So whatever. It's all right. Okay. Reading for Guillaume. Selling more books. It's happening again, Guillaume. I promise you, there are 52 cards on this deck. So when I get cards more than once, it is not an accident. It's like when you pick up the same color in your intuitive art more than one time. Sometimes I pick it up 4 times. It's crazy. So your reading starts off with intuition. Intuition. Go into your intuition. Be led. Be led, right? Be led. Daydream, right? See people reading your books. Like go into that inner mind and see people reading your book, laughing, following along with the story, enjoying it. I'm assuming there's some comedy in your books because you are, I don't know, I just feel like you'd make a really fun book. So what are they doing? They're smiling as they're reading your book. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. They're telling their friends about what's in your book. And then here, what's your why for writing, right? Like, how do you feel when you come up with a new idea, when you receive a new idea? How do you feel when you're writing? If you can align more with your why, with your values, with what's the point of being a writer? Why do you love being a writer? Why do you want book sales? Like, right? What's in it for you? What keeps you going? You've written a lot of books. What keeps you going? Right? Yes, yes. So you're right. Erotic comedy. Yes. And then don't focus too much on it, right? Because if we start to get into the whole mind of I really need more book sales, then you're just staring at the resistance. You're staring at the but I don't have enough book sales. So go about your day, find other things to think about and focus on. And when you do focus on book sales, try to pivot really fast from money and sales to, oh, I love it when people read my books. I love writing. I love the process of getting new ideas. I love new storylines. I love getting to know my characters, right? So go into what feels good about writing and creating books instead of focusing on sales, and that will help your sales. Hope that helps. And congrats on your book sales. There will be many, many, many more. Okie doke. All right, Kathy. Oh, and you're so welcome, Bodil and Dottie. Hello, Kathy. I'm so glad you're here. I would like a reading on how my women's stress management course can be easier for me to bring the best valuable information. I don't know if I really understand. So in creating it, you're looking how to create the best course you possibly can. Okay, I can do that. Let's shuffle for Kathy. Something's happening out there. Okay, how you can create the best course possible. All right. Again, I don't need to be shutting my eyes, but it's like a habit. Oh, Kathy. So we have our first muddy color. Look at I'm just doing 4. Isn't that so funny? All right. Kathy, this is a muddy color for this. Okay, this makes sense. It's for knowing what you want to do and not doing it. This could be, I'm feeling like get frisky, like get bold, get like break out of that. It needs to be perfect shell and just say what you want to say and do what you want to do. Like this is about trusting yourself. Trusting yourself. So trust yourself. Say what you want to say. Be bold. There is no such thing as perfection. You have a voice for a reason. You have things to say from your experience. So go with that. Don't be afraid, right? Don't be vanilla. Be you. And then this is like deep spiritual alignment, right? It's like you are this wonderful channel for this information. So just let it flow. Let it flow. And then this is joy. So be excited about it. Be joyful about it. What do you want these people to know? How does it feel for you to deliver this amazing content, right? And put it together and have a product, have a course that's yours, right? And then this waves, I know we've had a lot of waves in your own intuitive art. So I would ask you, what do your waves mean? And for me, it's like there's momentum here, right? There is momentum. So ride the momentum, ride the waves, keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm feeling a lot of fresh energy here that's been bottled up, trying to be perfect. And this is like, get out there, be yourself, trust yourself. When we try to be something we're not, we use so much energy holding ourselves back. Have you ever noticed that? And then when you're finally like, oh my God, whatever, and we just let it rip, like we let our natural selves out, it's so much easier to get things done. So that's what I'm feeling for you, because you are a natural, deep channel for this information. It's joyful for you to share about this. And then you've got the momentum going. So just keep riding that momentum. So hopefully that helps. Thank you so much, Kathy. Okay, well, it has been half an hour. I'm very excited. I have a couple of people asking if it's too late to get a reading. Put your question in. No, it is not too late. What I do is I just keep going down the chat and answering questions. And then if everyone has gotten their question answered, then you can put another question in. So keep asking. I'm so excited to keep reading for you. And if you would like to purchase this absolutely brand new Intuitive Art Oracle deck, I have a link for you below. And it comes in a zip pouch. It's just some kind of little feather or something. And it comes shrink wrapped for you. Okay, with the instruction card and this. And it's only shrink wrapped. You know, I'm not a huge fan of plastic, but when you ship things in the mail, you really need them to be protected. So we wanted your deck to arrive to you unscathed. They're also really durable. My cat was, I don't know if you saw my Instagram reel the other day, but my cat was clawing at them and biting them, and there's not a scratch on them. So they're very durable as well. So free shipping today on the entire store to the US. So check out the link in the description box. And I'm so excited for you to get to play with your own Intuitive Art Oracle deck. If you've never done intuitive art before, we do have some really quick, easy to follow like instruction videos on how to decode, because I know it might look a little sparse, but it's really easy and really fun. And if you've done my intuitive art method before, it's just like decoding an intuitive art reading that you make yourself with your crayons or your pastels. So yeah, you'll find it to be completely intuitive, and it's no mess. It's great for travel, which is what I love about it. But I also find myself using these like a ton. I still do draw because I love that experience of drawing from my higher self. But this is so quick. It's so convenient. And I've been enjoying them for months, because we've had these cards for a few weeks, and then I had my prototype for about a year. So this has been in the making a long time. So thank you for allowing me to pitch my product in the middle of this live stream, but I'm really excited about it. Okay. Great. Kathy agrees. Corinne, hello. Of course we have time for you. Could you please look into the actionable steps of my best and highest good for the month ahead? Yes, I absolutely can. Absolutely. Let's do it. Okay. So the actionable steps of her best and highest good for the month ahead. What a great question. I actually do a reading like that for my coaching clients. Every month, beginning of each month, I do a reading for them about what is the most beneficial thing to focus on for that month. So actionable steps for you for your best month. Okay. A lot of visioning. Oh my God, it's happening again, except with a different symbol. Oh my God, this is so fun today. Isn't this so fun? I don't know if you're getting as much joy out of this as me, but I love seeing the repeats because it's like there is a theme energetically, that's going on. We're all part of it. And so like just to see it come up is so cool. Okay. You, pre-paving, daydreaming, okay? Daydreaming, scripting, journaling, right? This is like a mental color. It's about using your mind to see what you want to see, right? So actionable step. What is coming in for you? What are you wanting to focus more on, right? Seeing that happening in your mind or journaling about that, writing that down, making art about that, right? But this is about using your mind to see what you want to see and to allow yourself, right, to vision, to create your next level. I'm feeling this really strong energy here of needing to be given instead of allowing yourself to claim. Really big distinction. If you're allowed to claim what you want, you don't need anyone else's permission for that. You don't need to wait for that. You get to decide that, right? Big difference. So this is about you. I desire this, so I'm going to allow this. I'm claiming this. I'm claiming this as my desire. I'm claiming that I'm worthy of this. Really strong energy. That's what this is saying. This is saying you can trust yourself. You don't need to wait for an invitation, though invitations will come once you decide, right? So turn the waiting into gold by knowing that you can give it to yourself right now. Really strong. And then there's joy, of course, because you're a creator. This is your natural state. You're living in expectation of what you want. You know it's coming. You've created it energetically. And now that you're saying yes to it, your higher self can deliver it to you because you're a match. So live in joy. And then it just keeps getting better and better and better and better. And so to be more specific, I think your action step is really deciding that you get to have everything you want and then seeing your life like that, right? Daydreaming about it, writing about it. How, if you could have your life to be any way you want it to be, what would it be? That's your journal prompt. That's your daydream prompt. And then allow the feelings of worthiness to come in to let you really experience it, because that's what will happen. That was powerful. All right. Thank you for your question, Corinne. All right. Kathy says waves are flow for her. And that was amazing. You are so welcome. Okay. All right. So Mighty Good Magic says, I'm wondering the direction to go into for major change and alignment. I'm at a job that is really pretty dysfunctional to an extreme. I feel quite stuck despite actions to leave the job. All right. So I'm wondering the direction to go in for major change and alignment. All right. Well, I will ask, of course, but we always need to be clear that the first place to change is what we're focusing on and how we're feeling about things, right? So if you feel a lot of dysfunction at your job and you're focused on it a lot, right? If you feel fearful, if you feel unsteady, if you feel insecure, if you feel angry for a lot of the day when you're at your job, your first priority can be to what is any way possible that I can feel better during the day? Because I need to change my vibration so that even if I do switch jobs, it doesn't become the same thing that I'm leaving. Because we create more of how we feel. So if you're feeling bad most of the day, you can't create better, right? But if you start feeling better, regardless of the circumstance, you will create better. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, you've done tons of inner work around changing the feelings and taking positive actions, and it just gets worse there. Okay, so it's good. You know what you can control, which is you. You know what you can't control, which is that. And so that's a perfect way to start this reading. All right. What direction to go in for major change in alignment? All right. Now, you guys see, I've been shuffling this the whole time, so let's see what happens. Okay. All right. Actually, for you, I'm going to do 5 because 5 wanted to come out. And you still can't see. All right. I'll put the 5th one up here so you can see it. So this card is a muddy color, and it's about censoring yourself. So is there a way for you to speak more of your truth? Is there a way for you to show up in your power and in your truth? So this doesn't mean like telling people off and like, being loud. This is really about, okay, I know who I am. I'm in control of myself. I'm in a good place. I'm in a good alignment. I'm feeling good. I feel self-possessed, and then letting yourself go from there, right? If someone is disrespecting you, you have the ability and the strength to say, hey, that's not going to work for me. I need to be respected while I'm at this workplace, right? Or it's about showing up and teaching people how to treat you. It's about how your alignment will give you many more options if you can show up in your power and in your alignment in that situation. Because I think a lot of times, I've been in a situation too where you are in a dysfunctional place. And so you sort of show up trying not to be seen, trying not to stand out, like sort of head down, just get the work done and get out. But that's a disempowered place. So this applies to you. Just know that there is a bit of censoring that you're maybe doing. And so show up in your full power and let your alignment talk for you and guide you through the day. And this is a texture, which is just sort of making this. So if you imagine the television snow, right? It's all over the screen. So showing up in your power everywhere is going to make a really big difference. And then we have these two here, which showed up in Norman's reading, which is like, it's going to be up and down. It's not so easy to go from seeing dysfunction to feeling completely centered around whatever's going wrong. So it's going to be up and down. And then you have the power of your mind to create a new world for yourself internally. Like, I'm not showing up to this dysfunctional office. I'm showing up to a company that I own, and all of these people work for me. And I get to feel like I'm in my power here, and I get to ignore anything that I don't like, right? You can use the power of your mind to create a completely new situation. Forget about whatever is actually going on. Just get your work done, And then the more you can do that, a new situation will reach out to you because you'll be open to it. So we have to be in the feeling of what we want to create for it to find us. So that any way you can do that will be really beneficial. But the most important thing is to show up in your power. And then this is universal love. So in all of the bullshit and all of the weirdness that's around us, we can go back inside of us and just remind ourselves that the only truth is love. The only truth is that all of this is a game that we're playing. And the thing that's animating all of us is universal love. We can perceive different things if we want to, but we actually don't have to. We can perceive it all as love because that's what it is. So it's a game that we're playing while we're here, and we have complete control over where we focus and how we perceive things. So it's really, this is like an opportunity for you to step up in your own power and self-control and self-possession to rise above a situation that really sucks and allow something new to come. But it's working that muscle. Like that's what alignment does, right? It's working that muscle so that we get stronger and stronger within ourselves, so that less and less bothers us outside, basically. Hope that helps. Thanks for the question. Okie dokie. Ooh, Corinne was vibing with those colors. That's awesome. Okay. All right. All right. Oh my gosh, we've gotten to the end of the chat. So I know there were a few second questions. I think Dottie was the first second question. So I'm going to go back to that. Hopefully you're still here, Dottie, because we're doing a reading for you. And Dottie wanted to know about her business, if possible, of See Your Soul Studio. I just wonder, are you in the UK? Because I always think of, I mean, I grew up on the coast, so it's not like we don't have seas here, but I always just think of the UK when I think of the sea. All right, so Dottie, here is a message for your business. Ooh, you're only going to get 3. Not that there's a good or a bad. It's just kind of funny that my hand was only going to pick 3. So flower. Okay, so you already have the vibe of like beauty and flow and joy and seasonality, right? Changing things up would be good for your business, not just doing the same thing all the time. And then look at you. You've got the waves. Here, let me hold these up for you. You've got the waves. So go with the flow, let the momentum carry you, right? Like engage. I'm feeling and hearing the word engage from you. Like let people know what's coming in and going out, right? And then you have your deep spiritual alignment. So imagine seeing people interacting with what you have to offer and being touched by your energy, right? Because it's really special. So ground in beauty, have new, fresh things happening, right? Engage and let people know what's coming in. And then just focus on that spiritual alignment that you have. Cool. Okay, I think Bodil had a second question. Yes. Okay. I'm weirdly unmotivated and can't get myself started on things I usually like to do. What is up with that, and will it change soon? I just want to let everyone know that I just came out of basically like a 7-month period where I was laying low, pretty low. Not low like energetically, but just like not doing a whole bunch of new things. And that's what felt right to me. And so what was actually happening though, was that my energy was getting up to speed with the huge things that I started creating months ago, years ago. And so it was like I was on a plane. So I got on a plane where I was, right? Where I was belief-wise, where I was emotion-wise, where I was vibration-wise. And then I got on the plane. And, you know, when you're on a plane, it's not like you're not like doing anything. You know, maybe you thought you were going to read a book, you were going to learn something from, but really you were just like listening to podcasts and watching YouTube on the plane. That's what I do. So I'm just enjoying myself. I've got my feet up. I'm taking a nap. So it doesn't feel like I'm doing much. But then when you get off the plane, you're in this amazing place that's like so much cooler than where you started. And it's like, wow, what is around me? This is so fabulous. Everything's already done for me. Look, somebody's bringing me a drink and it has a really cool umbrella and it's a fresh coconut and there's the ocean and I get to go and do all these wonderful things that I love to do. And that's how I feel right now. I feel like I landed a couple days ago. Things are easier, they're snappier, things are coming together. All these things there's people here to help me. We have physical things that are complete. And so please don't be hard on yourselves when you're in a period like that. When you are on the plane, just relax, do what you want to do, which is maybe nothing, but your energy is rising. You can trust yourself. You can trust yourself. Trust your intuition, trust your guidance, trust your higher self, and know that your impulses are correct. If you have a history of feeling good, of getting into alignment, of doing your alignment work, right? Of meditating, of following your intuition, and then all of a sudden your intuition says, just take a break. Don't do anything. We don't want to go work today. If it's possible, like if you're not going to like lose your house, right? Because you don't go to work, follow it. But your intuition will never tell you anything that's actually detrimental to you. It will never tell you to quit your job if you're not ready to quit your job. So just be sure that what you're receiving is coming from that higher place. And in your case, Bodil, it more than likely is. So keep meditating so that you keep feeling into those higher vibe impulses. But I'm just saying that there is absolutely going to be a period of time where the action isn't what's necessary. The alignment, the clearing of resistance, the new beliefs are what's necessary. And that can be pretty much done for you if you put the brakes on the other things that were keeping your focus. So now I will do a reading about that, but I just want you to know that it is a perfectly natural thing, right? We live in a seasonal world, most of us. So that is very common. And also very helpful for your productivity, right? Because what else happens? You get burnt out, right? That doesn't help anyway. Then you really do need the nap. Okay, so Badil, what's up with that? What's up with being unmotivated? Right. Yeah. Okay. Box. So you're thinking too inside of a box, right? What's going on is beyond the box. It's beyond the physical world. Contentment. Oh, your best friend, everyone's best friend. Just find some contentment in right now. What would feel content right now? What would feel content right now? Maybe it's more swimming. Maybe it's more holiday, calling a friend, relaxing, right? This is love, true love, physical earth love. What is it that you love right now? Is it a person that you want to spend more time with? Is it being in the sun? Is it riding a bike? Where do you feel love right now? And then again, we've had this a lot today. What's the goal of any of that action that you're missing so much? Where is it taking you? What's the ideal life situation, right? What's being prepared for you while you're on the plane? When you get off the plane, what's there, right? That's for you to decide. Okay. All right. Let me just check the bottom of the chat. Okay. Oh, Dottie, you got to hear the second reading. I'm so glad. Okay. You know what? We're pretty much at time. So I love doing these. Thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate being on all of your energy. It's so much fun for me. And if you would like a personal reading, I do that. You can go to rachelarchelaus.com. There's probably a link below this video. In fact, I know there is. So go check me out. Subscribe to this channel because we're going to do more readings. We do them at least once a month, which is so fun. And if you would like your own Intuitive Art Oracle deck, just go to the link right at the top of the description box. This is mine. I'm going to put mine away. I'm so proud of them. They're so fun. They're so addictive. They're so cool. I just end up sitting here and doing like multiple readings for myself. And it just helps me get some clarity on my day of what I'm doing, of what I want to do, where I want to go, all this stuff. And you're feeling your higher self energy as you do it. So win, win, win. All right, everyone. I love you so much. Thank you. And I will see you very, very soon on another live stream. Bye for now.